Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on my Toro zero-turn lawnmower. So I have a Timecutter lawnmower that I need to inspect the cutting blades and file them to make sure that they are sharp for the season. And I'm going to show you the steps that it takes to get that completed. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first step in the process is to go ahead and jack up the front end of the lawnmower. So I'm just taking regular automotive jack and jacking it up. If you have some ramps that you use, I know they sell those, you can certainly use those too. I just happen to just use this. It works just as well. And once I jack it up, I'll go ahead and potentially put a jack stand under it just to be safe. Okay, so we're underneath now, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the bolts of the cutting blades, and that requires a 16 millimeter socket. You can use a ratchet if you'd like, or a breaker bar, and you just need to get like a rag to be able to hold the blade, or just a heavy duty glove to kind of keep the blade from moving around. I'm going to use an impact wrench because it's just going to make it a lot quicker. So if you have one, you can go ahead and use that. So I've got one of the cutting blades here. I like to do them one at a time so that I keep the blades in the orientation that they were in terms of like left to right on the cutting deck. So I'm not swapping them out, just to make sure that, you know, it was balanced before and it seems to like that place, so I try to keep them in the same place. So you'll need a vise to be able to keep this secure, and I like to put it in on one side and then switch sides as I sharpen the other side. You want to, at this point in time, since you have the blade off, you want to go ahead and kind of inspect it to make sure that there aren't any cracks or any issues with it being bent or anything like that. And it doesn't appear that, just by inspecting it right now, that it looks to be in decent shape. It just needs a sharpening. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen this blade up. So we just want to take our file and take it at a 45 degree and kind of work our way down as we sharpen and go in this direction as we cut it, so that we're not going backwards, we're going forwards into the blade itself. So we just want to go like in this direction, continue smoothing as we start seeing it remove some of the dirt and kind of clean up the edge. When you're filing, you want to make sure that you keep it parallel to that 45 degree angle that they have already put in. You don't want to, as you're running, you don't want to kind of round it off. You want to make sure that it's flat. So you want to try to keep your body position the same so that it's flat. And then we can go in the other direction. And another 45, kind of a cross-hatching motion. And you don't have to take much off. You just need to get enough to where you have a nice straight line, and that the blade is nice and sharp. Way to do it is just to kind of take a piece of paper and see if it's cutting it nice. It could stand a little bit more. So I'm just trying to clean up this backside a little bit, trying to keep it flat to the blade and just kind of make sure that both edges are sharp. And you don't want to take a lot off, because then you're going to get this thing out of balance. Yeah, that's getting sharp. Alright, I think we're good on this side. I'm going to just repeat the process for the other side. So I think we're good. Now this is the center blade, and so we're kind of taking a look at this blade to see how it looks, and it looks still pretty straight. There's only one pretty good nick right here that we'll have to really work at to try to get that sharp again. I mean, a lot of times they'll tell you, oh, you should replace the blade after you see something like that, but you still got a lot of blade here to be able to use and cut. So I think you could, it's still usable. So we'll go ahead and sharpen this up. This one looks pretty good. Just needs a little cleanup. It's not bad at all. I'll give you a good look at what it looks like. It's not perfect, obviously, a new blade. You could take a grinder to it. You just got to be really careful if you do a grinder, because you can take off a lot of material and that will get it out of balance pretty quickly. But it's pretty sharp right now, and all of the other ones are pretty sharp. So now it's just a matter of taking the blades and installing them back onto the mower deck. Okay, so when you install it back up on the mower, you want to make sure that the blade, that the angle of the blade is facing upwards towards the deck, and that this scooped area is going upwards. Okay, so it's all tightened up. We retorqued the bolts. Just want to make sure that they're nice and snug, and then we can go ahead and lower the deck down. So I need to raise it up a little bit and get this jack stand out. Hey, if you have any questions about any of the procedures that I went through today, please put them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have, and interested to hear others' feedback about how they go about doing this project. Okay, so it's all complete. Blades are back on, and we're ready for another couple of months of lawn cutting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. All right, everybody. See ya.